Welcome, everybody. My name is Bryan.
And I'm Bryan.
And this is Bryan versus Bryan, episode 45, coming at you, not live from E3. We'll be talking about the Microsoft / Bethesda conference. Merging them into one. When you spend $1 billion, you better believe they're joining you on the stage, baby. You better believe it. What's that guy's name? Todd Howard.
Todd Howard, yeah.
Get your ass on the stage, baby. All right. So this is a kind of a watershed moment. Everyone was thinking Xbox had to do something because they bought all these studios up. They got 23 in-house studios now, and people still the big thing of Xbox is they don't have any games.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any games, though. I want to play games.
Which is ridiculous because they have games. They just don't have like a huge library. Like the Gears franchise is a great franchise. I haven't played Sea of Thieves, but there's a Sea of Thieves community. Forza, like they have games. I just don't think they have a vast library of them. Like PlayStation has a pretty vast, robust library of exclusives, and Xbox just doesn't. But yeah, we'll see. This is a pretty good start.
Yeah, this is the beginning. So yeah, let's just get right into it, man.
Yeah.
E3. I got everything. Pretty sure every fucking thing they talked about I wrote down, and wrote a little bit of notes about what I thought and what it looked like.
I have the YouTube. I have my YouTube up, and I had like all the thumbnails because they announced every game trailer in order, so I will follow along.
So we got first thing they talked about right off the bat. They had Todd Howard on the stage, and they brought out Starfield.
Mm-hmm.
It was already known, Starfield, but now we know it's exclusive. I think we already knew that, but it's exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah.
And people didn't think they were going to do that because you're going to lose a lot of money by not being on PlayStation. But I was of the camp that you don't spend $1 billion to let PlayStation have the game. Why? Because it would have been cross-platform.
Yeah.
So you would have had it anyways. You don't spend $1 billion to have the same game you would have had, right? You spend $1 billion to make sure your competition doesn't have that game. So that's a good move, and I respect it.
Yep.
Boom.
I agree.
That's why you buy this shit. So Starfield exclusive. We got a date. What did it say?
11/11/2022.
11/11/22. I think 11/11 is when Skyrim came out. I think Bethesda has this 11/11 day. They love it. Yeah, 11/11/22. It's funny, Jesse didn't even realize that. They're playing the trailer. She's like, well, that looks cool. And then the computer, I was like, oh, all right, November 22nd, 22. She's like, oh, that's the date it comes out. I was like, yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool how they weaved that in, though, into the trailer. Yeah. That was kind of neat.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it wasn't much. They just showed a in-game engine trailer to show you what the engine could be. And still, people were saying this was CG. So really impressive looking engine. I mean, they didn't show anything, but I mean, it's Bethesda, and it's an RPG, and it's sci-fi, so it's gonna be fucking kick-ass. Yeah. What I did like about it is that it's not like sci-fi like most of these things where it's like far out there in the future. I think the era they're going for is like our first space travelings, where we're first colonizing the galaxies, where everything's kind of analog and like real computers. It's not all like lights like Mass Effect, you're not fucking typing on invisible holograms. It's like a real keyboard and a real screen, and they look like somewhat modern spacesuits, so I thought that all looked really cool.
It's like the Alien franchise. It's kind of the same. I mean, obviously those movies were made in the 70s, so they are limited to what they could do in the 70s, but yeah, it's kind of that same feel.
Yeah, I do prefer that version of space if we're going to do it.
So I have a quote from Todd Howard. I don't know if he said this during the conference at all, but I'll just read this. It's the next gen, because again, like you already said, we don't see gameplay, so we don't even know what the fuck it is other than it's an RPG from Bethesda. But he says, quote, "It's a next generation role-playing game where you'll be who you want, go where you want, experience our stories, and forge your own. More than that, Starfield is about hope, our shared humanity, and searching for answers to life's greatest mystery," end quote. So it looks kind of like, it sounds like, let me go back to go where you want, experience our stories, and forge your own. It sounds like a No Man's Sky type of deal.
No, no, it doesn't. Fuck that
No,
game.
but I mean, like going to different planets and like doing other
Yeah,
shit. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well, it sounds like maybe the promise of what Mass Effect was fully realized. Remember, you could go to planets on Mass Effect, but if they
Yeah.
didn't have like a story going on the planet, it's pretty much nothing. But it was
Right,
so
right.
cool back in 2007 to be like, choose a planet out of a galaxy and just go, even though there's really nothing there. You could just kind of roll around and, oh, this is cool. But it was a gimmick then. But if you can do that, where you're actually, and then you have meaningful side quests, even if they're just side quests on all these hidden planets, then I'm thinking you might have something there. And I've never met an RPG from Bethesda that I didn't like. Even the Skyrim and Oblivion stuff. Like, I'm not really not into the knights and swords and dragons, and those were pretty fucking awesome. I was far more into the Fallout type of apocalyptic stuff, and so yeah, I imagine the gameplay and their gameplay doesn't stray too far.
Yeah.
Whether you're swinging a sword or shooting a gun, it's typically pretty similar. So I'm safe to imagine that it's going to be a somewhat Skyrim, Fallout gameplay, inventory management. They really got into some base stuff in Fallout 4, so I'm sure you'll have to build a spaceship or something,
Sure.
or a settlement. I don't know, maybe both, but obviously there's not too much that we know, so we can't. But I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see more about it and play it.
Yeah. It's hard to because we don't know what it looks like. We don't know what it's gonna play like. We just got like this little teaser. And for me, it's hard. I mean, especially I'm looking at these thumbnails here with Bethesda. For me in particular, because I don't play Bethesda games, unfortunately, so I don't have much input as far as them as a developer. Because I haven't played Fallout, I haven't played Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. I just missed all of those trains. But I don't know, maybe one of those days, because now I got Game Pass, maybe I'll just kind of, because they're all on there, at least dick around with them. Maybe I don't have to fucking put 40 hours into Skyrim. But I would like to,
But you
at least,
probably will if you start it.
but it'd be cool to play Fallout New Vegas and just at least put my feet in the water.
Well,
Um,
that's not a good judge because that one's made by like
oh,
Obsidian. Or
Obsidian.
something.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one is good. Play that one. But if you're gonna start on Fallout, I would start with 3.
3.
3 is really good story, and it's got a 1x patch, so it's like 4K, and it looks really good.
Nice.
So you're not playing like the crappy 360 version. It's upscaled and everything. It looks really good.
Nice. Yeah, I think once I hit a lull in games, because right now I'm kind of stacked up, but there's always that time of year when you don't have anything to play. So maybe
Yep.
I'll download some of these and just kind of fuck around with them. But yeah, as far as Bethesda goes and Starfield, I don't have much input because I'm not too familiar with their games. But yeah, I'm curious to see what this looks like.
Yeah.
Good way to start the conference.
Yeah, that was the first thing. And then next note I have here is that everything we see in this conference, everything we talk about right now, is optimized for Series X and S. So everything in the show takes advantage of Series X, or Series S. So that's pretty cool. So next thing they had was Stalker 2. Some of these were like number 2s, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know number 1.
Yeah.
We'd be throwing a 2 on this. Like that one movie, like Troll 2. It wasn't even really Troll or 2. It's like,
right?
Is this really a sequel? Yeah, but Stalker 2, Chernobyl, like stories or something. I think I had another part of the name, but
Heart of Chernobyl.
Heart of Chernobyl. Okay. Launch exclusive. So launch exclusive means it will come out other places.
Correct.
But it's going to start on Xbox.
Correct. There's a lot of those.
Yeah. I have a first-person shooter. I got some weird vibes with some kind of Death Stranding type of nuclear fallout weirdness, and there's some interesting gimmicks where you have to like, I guess it was they called it a gravity anomaly. Remember that takes like flips up that person or animal. I don't remember what it was.
Like a pig or some shit.
Yeah, pick something up, and like that's where that guy has that like Geiger and he's like throwing things. You'll be like throwing things in a field to not wander into one of these anomalies and just get fucked up.
Yeah.
Uh, I usually, games that I don't have any connection to, I've never heard of, don't really. I don't know why. I'm just kind of I got to know the franchise or something, or have a history with it, or been following it. Just like when I see a trailer for a game like this, I've never heard of, know nothing about it. I'm never like excited. But this
Mhm.
one, this one I found kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, wow. It's weird for a game that I've never seen before to catch my interest in that way, as I thought it had a lot of interesting things going on in it, and
Yeah.
it looked pretty
Looks
pretty.
pretty good, yeah. And just I don't know the fact that it's in Russia, just it's cool. It's just different, you know what I mean? Like everyone's speaking
Yeah,
Russian, and I don't know, it's just different. I like that. But yeah, it looks cool.
yeah. I thought that one looked promising. Uh, the next one was Back for Blood. Like, what the hell are the name of those other zombie games that
Left
Left 4
4
Dead?
Dead.
Left 4 Dead. Yeah, Back 4 Blood. Oh, is this is made by them, right? Or I don't think it's a sequel.
Not a sequel, but it's like a spiritual successor type of
Yeah.
deal.
I didn't like those games, and from the look of this, I'm not gonna like this. I mean, 4-player co-op, crazy zombie herd shooter. Yeah, we've seen it a lot of these games lately. Didn't really tickle my fancy, but neither did the other ones. What did you think?
So I haven't played Left 4 Dead either. But I think I'm willing to give this one a shot. It looks fun. It looks like fuck around with your friends and shoot a bunch of zombies. I didn't think it looked particularly well. It looked pretty last gen to me, just visually speaking. But yeah, I don't know. It looks fun. I don't know. I hope there's a beta. I would like to play a beta of it and see how it plays. To see if I want to pay full price for it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious, but I'm not like I'm going to buy that or play that. Well, I guess it's going to be on Game Pass,
Yeah.
so a lot of these will be a Game Pass, so that kind of helps.
Yeah,
It looked fine.
that's so last gen.
Didn't it though? It didn't look that pretty to me.
I don't really remember, but those games were never like stunners,
Yeah.
the zombie series. So next was Contraband. So this started off really well. Like the trailer, I was like, "Oh, I like this. This is like a really cool movie trailer type vibe." It was playing that song.
Back, Jack, do
yeah,
it
yeah.
again.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is starting like a Tarantino movie or something, dude. I like this. And then it comes to find out it's just like a frozen garage, and it just pans around it, and then it shows a picture telling some things about the game written on it.
Open world. I'm like, how
and
generic.
It shows a heist game. It shows a chest they have to get, and then it shows the chest on the truck, and it's like, and it said,
Contraband.
Yeah, Contraband. I was excited at the beginning of the trailer, thinking it was pretty cool, but by the end, I don't know. I mean, could be good. Didn't really show anything. Nice trailer though.
Yeah,
I guess
it was a cool trailer. I like the trailer a lot, but it's hard to get excited about a game like Starfield. Like I don't know what the fuck these games are, so it's hard to get excited about it.
Yeah,
but a cool trailer.
A trailer of a game that doesn't really show anything, but it was a cool way to do a trailer if you're gonna do a trailer where you have nothing to show.
Yeah.
So there's another trailer that touches on that later, and I thought was one of the best trailers I've ever seen. We'll get to that.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
So next one, this is a surprise one. I was like, what the fuck is this? So Sea of Thieves. I didn't know if it was like I was like, what are they doing? A sequel? I thought this was like a fucking one of these games like Fortnite, they just do seasons. They're constantly, you just buy it once and you have it forever. Mm-hmm. They're always updating it. So then all of a sudden, motherfucking Jack Sparrow shows up. It's in collaboration with Disney.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I couldn't tell, but I think that was Johnny Depp.
I couldn't tell either. He if it's not, it's a pretty good impression.
Yeah, right.
I think he looked weird. I think he looked a little off. I don't know if it's just the way the game looks
style.
or the art style, but I don't play Sea of Thieves. I know there's a lot of fans. It's one of those it's one of those cool stories where the game comes out and doesn't do very well. It's very bare bones, and then the developers put a lot of time and energy in it, and it kind of builds into a really good game. That's kind of what I hear about it. But I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, I don't play the game, but to have Jack Sparrow in a pirate game makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't played it like since launch, but I remember at launch trying it with a couple buddies. And even though it was so bare bones, it was something about it that was kind of fun, man. Because you're really sailing like this boat, and like somebody's got to navigate, somebody's got to do the sails and all this shit. I was like, jump down there and fucking spin it, and all this shit. And so it was kind of fun, but it was so bare bones it didn't catch me. This is one of those games that I think it's probably time to go back to and try because it's had so much extra shit thrown at it that it might be worth a run, and I still own it. Nice. And so this is a free expansion, the Jack Sparrow thing. Like they keep adding free content. It's like, fuck, I might as well try again. So yeah, that was cool. It's called Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life. And yeah, that's just it has a fucking weird, zany art style. And so they had to make him stylized to kind of fit in there. And they didn't stylize him too much. I thought they would have went further with it, but he, did look a little weird. But
yeah, I would say like I've always been curious about the game. I've always wanted to play it. Just, this is always just so much to fucking play. It always kind of gets put in the back burner. But this may, catapult it to the top a little bit, play some Jack Sparrow shit.
Yeah, it's rare, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if it does now, but I really want it to have more of a single player focus.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just kind of some kind of story for me to do if I'm just playing alone. Right. Even if it's only like, 10, 12, 15 hours or something. Because I just don't really play much multiplayer. Mm-hmm. And this is a very multiplayer heavy game. So, yeah, there's Sea of Thieves, A Pirate's Life. I just love it. I don't know. I just love an association with Disney.
Yeah, the Disney logo flashes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. It's like they're just fucking, we're going to buy them next.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing they announced was, I was kind of confused on what was going on for a second. Like it just flashing all the Yakuza games.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what is this? Like a compilation? Is like going to have all of them on Series X or what? And then I kind of understood what it was doing after a little bit. So all the Yakuza games are on Game Pass is what the thing was saying. And now the latest one, Like a Dragon, is on Game Pass. So.
Dude, I was dying during that fucking happy birthday, and he like smashed the can. I'm like, what? Dude. Like there's somebody on the phone, just like, I'm like, what? What is this franchise?
Those are what the games are like. It's fucking. it takes itself incredibly seriously, but then at the same time, it'll have somebody fucking doing that. Like it'll be a super serious gangster movie one part, and then somebody fucking throwing a 1,000 knives at a fucking. A baby or something, and just the most ridiculous shit, and that's why I love it. It's crazy.
Maybe when I'm like, what is
these
this?
These Japanese people are off the rocker. And I love how we're just now enjoying it. Like the Japanese people are like, oh, the Americans will never like this. Mm-hmm. They're probably right. Like we weren't ready for this weird ass shit, but now we're eating it up. Now we're put it all on the goddamn American Xbox.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, that was kind of cool. As you know, I've gotten into those games lately. So,
yeah.
To have them all in one place on Game Pass is pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. And I have 2 years of Game Pass. So, I'm going to be on Game Pass for a while. Damn. Get to enjoy all this stuff.
That come with the series, or did you just purchase a 2-year thing?
Oh, fuck no. I would never do that.
I figured you wouldn't.
No, like I said, I had to get the financed one.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So, it's $38 a month for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you get Game Pass for 2 years and Game Pass Ultimate. Mm-hmm. So you get gold. I get the PC Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, and EA Play. Nice. So I also get all the EA games too. So it's a lot of shit. Like, dude, it's weird having a new console. I'm like, man, I want to buy something. It's like I don't need to buy anything.
Yeah.
It's like everything, everything I want to play is like pretty much included on that on that shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy. All right. So, next one was I didn't know what I was looking at for a little bit. I didn't like this that like they start the trailers and they don't tell you what it is until like the end. So then I'm having to I don't want to put my notes down until I see what it is, and then I write the game and then I write the notes. But I want to start the notes while the trailer's going. So it's like after the name goes, I'm quickly trying to write down the name and the notes while the next one's starting.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what this was at first. I was like, what the fuck? It's like a bunch of tanks. I was like, what is this? Some kind of fucking tank warfare game?
Mm-hmm.
And then it ended up being Battlefield 2042. So lots of vehicular combat.
Yes.
It looked pretty interesting, like the giant battles and like going from the top of the building in a battle with a helicopter and then wingsuiting down to the ground. And I think they said like something like 112 person battles or something.
128 or some shit.
128. So yeah, my notes were, it looked interesting. The large scale was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like something I'd probably be into, this kind of battle royale, that many people fighting at once. But I don't know. I mean,
that's kind of funny because I felt the opposite when I played it, because I played Battlefield 1, and I actually like Battlefield 1 quite a bit. It's one of the rare kind of shooter multiplayer games that I got into. And then I
Battlefield
played
1.
What's that?
I liked Battlefield 1.
Yeah. I tried Battlefield 5. I didn't care much for it. I didn't think it was as good as Battlefield 1. But I was watching this. I'm like, oh, this would be a fun one to play with Bryan. Just like jump into it. You and I just go to this fucking tank and just run around and get into shenanigans. But the thing about these Battlefield trailers that I've seen in the past, and they do with all their trailers, so like, I'm watching it. I'm like, good luck doing all this in real life. You know, like they make it look so that you can drive this 4-wheeler off a building and smash it. I'm like, yeah, good luck doing.
While your buddy had a bomb connected to it, he's waiting for you to hit it, and then
yeah, it's like, get the fuck out of here. So like some of it's kind of, you know, showy, but I like the environment stuff. Like and the trailer they're showing, there's like a tornado going on during the battle, and like you kind of have to, you know, navigate through the map while a tornado's happening, and I don't know, it looked kind of interesting. It's a bummer there's no campaign. I didn't. These games do that, but
really none.
So that's kind of a bummer. But I don't know. It looked fine. It looked like another Battlefield game.
Yeah, it was interesting. Definitely some crazy scale going on. So the next one was 12 minutes. All my notes were Willem Dafoe,
mm-hmm.
question mark, time loop, question mark, interactive movie, question mark. Because it was like Willem Dafoe and an interactive something or other. And I was like, wait a minute, they said interactive is not a game?
Yeah.
And then they didn't really show anything but a room. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's bizarre because I actually remember this trailer from a couple of years ago at E3 because it really stood out to me because it actually showed a lot of it. And I was weird because you'd think that this trailer would have played a couple of years ago and the trailer they played a couple of years ago would have played today because they showed a lot of it. And it looked kind of awesome. I'm not a big indie game guy. I'm not trying to be a dick to indie developers. I'm just not really into that shit.
Yeah, I don't like it unless you spend about $75 million.
But that one looked interesting. Like the whole top-down perspective. There's like a murder mystery, and you're a husband who's like being being as like a prime suspect for the wife of the murder of your wife. I don't know. It looked kind of interesting. But this trailer was just like, if you didn't know what the other trailer was, this one kind of seems out of place and weird. But you should check out the trailer from a couple years ago. So I thought it looked pretty interesting.
I thought it looked interesting. My first thought was like Boondock Saints. There's a crime being investigated. It's like he's putting it together Boondock Saints style.
Yeah. I feel like river dancing.
So that's my vibe I got. So I'll try it. I've heard people say about Xbox Game Pass, and I'll echo this, like games that you would never ever try are getting some light. Like these indie developers want to be on Game Pass because they want to be on Game Pass because people already buy a Game Pass. If they're a subscriber, they already pay. They don't have to pay you anything, and they're more willing to try your wacky game or a game that they would never try because there's no perceived barrier to entry. I mean, you're paying for Game Pass, but when all the games are included, you're not like, oh man, I have to pay for this game, so I'm not going to try it.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of games can get eyes on them that people normally wouldn't risk their money on.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's really cool. I don't know exactly what kind of deals they have to help out major games, or what incentive that could bring them. But for indie guys, I could totally see why they would just be drooling to be part of Game Pass. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
100%. Especially if Microsoft just writes them a check instead of like back in the day, you'd work your ass off and you probably take a lot of loans out to make your game, and then you make your game, and then you have to fingers crossed that people buy it. But with Game Pass, Microsoft just signs you a check, and you're like, cool. That mean awesome. I'm sure they love that shit. I would.
Yeah. And then the next one, Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts.
So that's a original Xbox game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah,
A lot of people love it and have been asking for a sequel for a long time. So it's been 2 generations that have not had a sequel. So this 3rd generation gets the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. 20 years later, Xbox came out 20 years ago. So I thought it looked fun, like a little interesting platformer. I'm not really big into these games, so I mean, it didn't push my buttons and make me like, oh, I got to get this. But once again, it's going to be on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck it. It doesn't matter if I like it or if I think it's that great. Chances are you're probably going to get a little bit of my playtime.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, how big of a win is that for you? Probably a big win, because I would have never played your game.
Right.
Now I'm going to, even though I'm not even excited about it. I'm going to try it because the barrier to entry. So I don't know. This Xbox Game Pass thing is kind of growing on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm against all this subscription, not owning your game stuff. And maybe I would be. We'll find out after the 2 years if that'll be the real test if I decide to keep paying for this. But as of right now, I'm like, damn, this is fucking awesome. Like everything that you're coming out with is just okay. You get it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree with the sentiment, even with 12 minutes we were just talking about and Psychonauts, because I do agree that maybe I would have bought 12 minutes full price, but Psychonauts, I didn't play the first one. This one looks okay. But it is a game, like you're just saying, that if it's on Game Pass and I'm a subscriber, yeah, I'll check it out. If I have nothing else to play, I'll download that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I agree. I think that I will play it if it is going to Game Pass, right? All of these, or most of these are?
Yeah, all of these. Everything they said, I think. Yeah. Definitely Psychonauts, because that's a first party. Mm-hmm. And all first party games are going day one. So.
Nice.
Next one. Wait, what was that? Oh, okay. The next thing they talked about was 10 games. 10 Bethesda games are joining Game Pass right now. I think they said like today they're putting them on. Mm-hmm. So that brings the total up to 30 Bethesda games on Game Pass, including Doom Eternal. And a lot of these games are getting an XS patch, including Doom Eternal running at 4K up to 120 FPS. That's fucking awesome.
I'm jealous. Yeah, I don't know if PS5 has that, but
30 Bethesda games. Yeah, crazy. Maybe. Yeah, it's interesting. Are they going to upgrade it for PS5, or since now that they own it, they're holding out that next gen upgrade for just the Xbox? We'll see. But I haven't played Doom Eternal yet. I'm like, well, there you go. Mm-hmm. But the X patch isn't out for like I think the end of the month.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, June something, late June.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait for that before I hop into Eternal. But yeah, that's cool. I love Bethesda games. There's very few that I didn't like. So
yeah, Doom Eternal is phenomenal. I mean, it's funny because I'm looking at 2 thumbnails right now, and 2 games we're going to talk about today are actually in my top 10 or top 5 games of last year, and Doom Eternal is one of them. That game's awesome.
I know the other one, bitch. I saw that one come up. I was like,
oh yeah, you see all the awards? Hell yeah.
Some people liked this once.
But yeah,
so
that's cool.
Yeah, 30 games. That's pretty awesome, man. Just fuck, you might as well call this the Game Pass fucking conference, I guess, because every chance they had, they were knocking you in the head with that Game Pass. Fallout 76 is one of those games. It's on Game Pass, and they, hey, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
but you heard what they said. It's one of the most popular games on Game Pass. And they got the Steel Rain which is the Brotherhood of Steel DLC. My note right here is might be time to try it, because I think it's one of these games that was shit. It was dog shit.
It was pretty rough
at the beginning, but from everyone I talked to that does play it, I have one buddy who played it from the beginning, and he was, he admitted to its faults, but he just loves Fallout so much that he was willing to deal with it.
Just another like comeback story, like a No Man's Sky, Sea of Thieves type of deal. Nice.
Yeah, I guess they've added so much and put in so much, and they're still doing it. And so I think it might be time to try. I love Fallout. Like once you play Fallout, the world and the lore of it is really fucking cool. So anything in that world interests me. I'm not big into MMOs, but I don't know. Like I said, you don't pay for it if you have Game Pass. I'm thinking I'm gonna try it. Shit, I mean they get you to try fucking everything. It's like, hey, everything in this restaurant's free, and you eat here every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the pizza's really good. The Halo, the fucking all the big ones are really good. But we also got Fallout 76. You got the liver and onions over there. Not many people eat it. Might as well try it. It's all free. It's sitting here.
Yeah.
So they're getting me, man. So I think I'll try that eventually. We'll see. But I just thought that was cool that they're still coming out with stuff for that. I mean, you could, at this point, you could throw away that game and be like, it failed. That was a failure. We're moving on. But I mean,
like Anthem.
Yeah.
That fucking travesty. Yeah.
It'd be like EA, but good for Bethesda. They work on their mistakes, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And their games never come out good from the gate. Just look up at all their games at launch and how many bugs they have, and they work at it, dude. They work at it. It'd be great if they launched that way, but whatever.
Yeah.
They get there eventually. Hopefully Starfield ain't like that. People's faces floating outside their helmet.
I love that shit. As long as it's not game breaking, I love that shit.
That one I had of Cyberpunk, that was Jesse's screenshot where it's like fucking 50 faces all shoved into one character.
That's awesome.
Just kill me. All right. So the next one is, they talked about Elder Scrolls Online. They said it had like 18 million players.
Yeah, that's a lot, yeah.
And I didn't know anyone still played that shit. Getting X and S optimization. So that's pretty cool for the people that play that. I like that series. I've never tried the online one, so I don't know what it's like. But it looks pretty similar to like Oblivion or Elder Scrolls 4 to me. So good for those people.
Yeah.
A lot of MMOs on Xbox. As there's a couple more coming up we'll talk about, but that's pretty cool. Like I said, some of the stuff is not that exciting for me. It sounds like you're probably in the same boat, but just to have it going on, it's a good win for Xbox. They got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of they got their fingers in a lot of different pies, which is good.
Yeah.
Because you got to have a fucking good variety. I'm not gonna like everything you put out, but the fact that you have those options is really awesome. Yeah,
they have. That's why I think that they have a leg up. I mean, I think they have a leg up on Sony in a lot of different ways. But one of the ways, in agreement to you, is that they have a lot of different communities. They have like an MMO community with some of these games. They have this community with Sea of Thieves, or they have all these different styles of games and genre types. And Sony has a really, it has a third-person action problem. All of their exclusives are third-person action games. I mean, God of War, Last of Us, fucking Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, they go down the list. Like, where's Sony's first-person shooter? Where's Sony's Halo? Where's Sony's this? Like, so I applaud Xbox or Microsoft for having a variety of different games.
Yeah, I hope we do get that Sony first-person shooter. I hope they bring back like Killzone.
Yeah.
I always liked the Killzone games.
Killzone was cool.
They had a really cool story. It was like Gears of War but better.
Yeah.
Like the alien invasion. I just liked it. So that's what Sony has. It's like that third person action adventure, super story based games.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really like.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so
I don't want to
so
knock it. I want to say I want to be clear. I love those, but it would
no,
be nice
yeah.
to have
So
variety. Yeah.
I mean, I gravitate towards PlayStation games. In my mind, the perception is that their first person games are so much better. But I love those type of games. I mean, if you don't like those type of games, then Sony is probably not very appealing to you at all. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's pretty much all they got. But for me, I love that shit. I wish Xbox would do a lot more of that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I want to see some big story. You know what I was thinking the other day? I was playing Quantum Break and it had the actors in it
Hmm.
and all that. And I was watching the William Dafoe trailer came on. I was like, God damn, I wish they would do this more. I want to see actors in these games
Hmm.
and mocap them and like William Dafoe as it's like just like a movie. All your
Yeah.
favorite actors playing every role in the. I just think that'd be a cool way to go, and it just makes them more cinematic. And for some reason, when an actor is playing a character in a game, and I know the actor, it doesn't bring me out of the game. It makes me like it more.
Yeah.
Like fuck, this seems more real. This is like I said, this is like a movie. This is art now. So I want to see more of that. Party animals, dude. I thought this looked fun, bro. Call me crazy, but I think this looks cute. Party animals. It looks like a physics-based fighting game in the vein of almost like a Smash Brothers slash Fall Guys, because it looks like you're trying to like knock people off of a thing.
Correct.
Kind of like
yeah.
Smash Brothers too, like
Correct.
just knocking people off slash fighting them. But it's all like physics based. Like all the animals look like they're very heavy, and every like move you made, like it could like make your character stumble one way or another. Just like hyper physics based. And it just looks really, I don't know, looked kind of fun.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because this is actually I'm gonna just put all my chips in because there's a game that came out a couple years ago called I think it's Gang Beasts. Literally the same thing. I'm assuming it's the same developers. They're just kind of putting more production into a same type of game. But yeah, same thing as like noodly arms, and you're trying to like you grab somebody and you try to like throw them off, and it looks kind of fun. I think Gang Beasts is pretty cheap too. So if you want to get at least a good teaser of what this game will feel and play like, you should check it out.
For sure. Yeah. So that'll be one that I will definitely check out that I probably wouldn't have bought, but I'm going to check out now. And then there was like 30 or so animals, and they all looked really cute and cool looking and interesting design. So I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, why the fuck am I excited about this? It's like, this looks fun. Mom, come in here.
Yeah.
It's an alligator fighting a pig. Anyways. Oh, God. Here we go. Next one they talked about. I've heard this name before. Hades.
Yes.
You heard of this game?
Oh. Fuck you.
So I didn't know, like you played this is the one you liked on Switch, right?
Yeah, it was a Switch and PC exclusive until now. Well, until August.
I was like, why the fuck is it so late to the party? I didn't know it was exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, roguelike, August 13th. So
I do want to play it again because like playing a game like this on a Switch, I would much rather play. I should have bought it on PC to be honest with you, but yeah, I'll probably pick it up on Xbox or PlayStation just to play it on an actual fucking controller, not on my fucking Switch, because it's just a fast game.
You act like a Switch can't go on the TV.
Yeah, but I don't have a Pro controller, so I had to take the chucks out and slide them in that little thing that comes with the Switch, and it's this tiny little controller.
They're not perfect, but I do think that thing is kind of comfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it'd be nice to play this on a PS5 or an Xbox. But yeah, if you haven't played Hades, it's fucking awesome. It was on one of my top games of last year. It's only $20. I actually think I know we'll get into this later this year. I imagine because there's another game. I'm assuming it's going to make my top 5. That's also a roguelike. But I think you'd actually like this. To be honest with you,
Hades?
I really do. Yes, I think you would actually like this. I think if this goes on Game Pass, you should definitely check it out.
I think I'd like Returnal before this shit.
I'd actually, we'll get into that.
Because like the roguelikes, first of all, the gameplay puts me off. But I'm a graphics whore. I love me some really realistic cinematic looking shit. And so Returnal is one of the few roguelikes ever. I don't think there has been one that's actually tried to merge the two. like the AAA
Yeah. I think you're right.
effects and graphics with a roguelike. Because typically those roguelikes are tiny games, small budget, small price. So you're not going to spend the money on the graphics. But Sony was able to give, forget the
Housemark.
Housemark a bunch of money. It's like, yeah, fuck it, do it. Make whatever the fuck you want. And so I think they actually felt comfortable doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They probably, if it hadn't got that money, they probably would have done a more commercially viable game, I bet.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck it,
so.
let's do a fucking triple budget roguelike. When are we going to get this opportunity where we're given this much money and they don't care what kind of game we make?
Right.
So
yeah. I would say you were talking about Doom Eternal earlier. I would say, I'll be brutally honest with you. If you play Doom Eternal and you don't like that game, don't go anywhere near Returnal. But if you do like Doom Eternal, because I think Doom Eternal and Returnal,
Returnal.
that's a tongue twister. They're very, 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 very similar in terms of their gameplay. So that's all I would say about that.
Yeah, I like to Doom Eternal and Returnal. I like them both.
Eternal.
I never played Eternal and Returnal. Yeah, I mean,
is cool.
Is Doom Eternal anything like the first one? I played the first one.
Yeah, it's
I like that one.
Yeah, it's just like Doom. Well, yeah, there's some added stuff like there's grappling hook and shit like that, but for the most part, it's the same. It's hard, but it's good.
Think you can cook? I got a grappling hook.
We will talk more about grappling hooks coming up soon.
Yeah. Oh, I think this is Somerville coming out 2022. So they didn't show much of this. What I wrote down is it's got an old school adventure game vibe. Yeah. So it looks like you're escorting like your wife and a kid or something through a world, and then it reminded me of the game Flashback from PC, where it's very kind of like physics-based, side-scrolling walking. Oh, there's a chasm, and you jump, and it's like a very animated kind of thing.
Not like kind of like a Limbo or
I think that game's similar to Flashback, and then like the first Prince of Persia.
Okay,
side-scrolling and very, they mocapped the person, so it's very realistic movements on the person. I'm talking Prince of Persia, like the 2D one.
Right.
You fucking Gyllenhaal? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, imagine that they make the fucking Prince of Persia the movie, the game. Gyllenhaal is back.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know why I did this. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got on that one.
Yeah,
doesn't look very interesting to me, but whatever. There's somebody out there who like it.
Another Game Pass game.
Yeah. Next one is Halo Infinite. Got a little bit more on it.
Big tamale.
Yeah. So didn't get as much fanfare as I thought it would, but I was happy with what I saw. So multiplayer is announced free for all. PC, Xbox X, Xbox One, and I even think it's going to be, they're doing like mobile streaming now for Game Pass. I think it's going to be on that. So you could play theoretically on a phone and be playing with people on PC and all these different people. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
That's going to bring so many people to the community when you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy nothing. It's free. And I'm pretty sure it's free to play. Like, normally you'd have to have gold to play an online game. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this. But I think if you play this multiplayer, you don't have to have gold. It's just all free.
It's like Rocket League. Rocket League's kind of the same way. Rocket League's free to play.
You don't need gold.
You don't need gold.
Yeah, I think Xbox just introduced that, didn't they?
I think so.
Where it's like if something's free to play, you're not going to have gold from now on. So that's good. So that's just going to bring in shit ton of people. So that means this community might be big. It might last a while. So that's good. And the multiplayer they showed, I thought looked very fun. I'm not a big fan of this newer style multiplayer with 343, where it's way more gadgets and weirdness. And, it's not the normal Halo we're used to, or I guess we're used to.
Yeah,
the old school shit. But I think it looked cool. It looked fun and frenetic. It reminded me of the old school shit, just kind of in a new vein. So I'm gonna try it, see how it goes. We'll give it a chance.
Yeah, this was a standout for me for the show. I'm kind of scrolling to make sure that nothing else, because to me that's was the standout. I didn't think that like this gameplay reveal was extraordinary, but it made me more excited to play it. I was bummed we didn't get more campaign, but also at the same time we got all campaign last time and no multiplayer, so it kind of makes sense they went heavy multiplayer this time. So, but it would have been nice to see a little more gameplay footage, especially because last time they kind of got shit on for it. But yeah, seeing the multiplayer stuff, some of it is cool, man. Like I love there's like a deflector thing. You can deflect people's shots back. Fucking grappling hook. There's a scene where he shoots himself up to the roof, gets a sniper shot, or you can snipe up to a vehicle and jack somebody.
Yeah.
You can grapple weapons off the ground and bring them to you. There's a lot of cool stuff that makes me excited to play it.
Yeah, the new vehicles looks pretty cool. They had a couple new vehicles in there, like almost a mini Pelican ship, where it's like a little bigger than a Banshee, but not a Pelican. It's like a human type ship. That looked cool. I thought the sizzle reel for the multiplayer really tried to play on the nostalgia of Halo, though. Like when it's going double kill, and it's got the voiceover, it's like no scope and all this stuff.
Having Valhalla, I don't know if it's Valhalla as is, or look at maybe Valhalla maybe expanded a little bit, but Valhalla is kind of a fan favorite, so it made sense to have at least the back half of the trailer being Valhalla. At least it looked like Valhalla to me, anyways.
I didn't even notice that, so if it was, so yeah, the multiplayer looked good. Next thing I had was the graphics do look better.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry about the campaign stuff they showed. And they said it's all in engine. So this is hardware in engine. And I thought it looked good. Like when they're showing Chief compared to the first one, when you show Chief in like the Pelican or whatever he's in, and he's talking to the guy, and he just looks very flat. The green almost looks like a Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, it looks cartoony.
One tone of green where the shading didn't hit it at all. It's just green no matter what part of his body. This one, very intricate lighting. Reflections on the fucking gold visor. Obviously, there's a bunch of ray tracing going on his suit. I thought it looked impressive this time, and it made me excited again. And all in engine, so that's all very good news. And the another note I have is very interested in the story. So they go into just a tiny bit about Cortana and Cortana's replacement and Chief having to delete her, but he didn't. And so I was just very intrigued by all that. I was like, oh shit, that's not Cortana. Where's Cortana? What's it got me. I was like, what's going on? This is like a way more intrigued by this tiny story trailer than I should have been. I'm super excited. I cannot fucking wait for Halo.
Agreed.
This holiday is what they said.
Yeah, that was a bummer. They didn't give us a date. It would have been nice to get a date.
But got a lot of stuff coming out around that time. I think they got to figure out a day that works best for them.
Yeah, I agree. I hope it comes out this year. This holiday 2021 thing is making me nervous. It made me nervous for Horizon as well, because Sony's saying Horizon comes out in 2021 as well. But they just gave a holiday slate. It sounds like a February 22 to me. Anyways, there's two issues I had with Halo coming into this, even before the last trailer, which was that 343 needs to, for me personally, needs to nail a campaign, and they need to nail multiplayer, because for me, I don't like either of their iterations of their campaign or their multiplayer. I love Bungie's multiplayer and campaigns. The first three are fucking great games, all three of them. And 4 and 5, I could give a shit about. So coming into this, I'm like, dude, they got to nail the campaign. They got to nail the multiplayer. Last trailer, I thought it was good. I liked the idea of running around with some pilot dude. I thought that was kind of interesting. The gameplay looked kind of fun, but it didn't really excite me that much. And then today, I thought the multiplayer excited me a lot. So I think that they got me in the multiplayer. I'm pretty excited about it. But I really, really hope that they bring a good campaign, because they need one. And I hope they do.
Well, they brought in that guy.
Oh, I forget his name.
From Bungie, who was like the director or something, some creative top head guy from, like, what was it, Halo 3?
And the first one, Combat Evolved.
Yeah, from Halo, and I think he worked on 3 and ODST. And and so they brought him in, and so I think they're trying to right the ship. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
they thought it was so innovative for it to be open world that they showed that first trailer and really wanted to show you that it's open world, but it's not. It's just
Mhm.
it's
It's just a
just
big
very
map.
big. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just very big environments. And then this other campaign teaser we had today, I think showed you what the game really is,
Yeah.
which is not, it's not open world. It's very much a kind of a Halo game, but now it's just a big spot, you know,
Mhm.
to drive in between the things you're doing. And I think my thought is they just wanted to show how different it is and maybe trick you into thinking it's open world, thinking that's what people wanted, but they didn't.
Right.
Now they're reeling it back and showing you, well, yeah, it is a Halo game. We thought that's what you wanted to see, but it's not. It's actually not that much what it is, because
Yeah.
what they showed in this one seemed very linear, a lot of it. And so I know we'll have to see how the actual campaign goes, but I'm hoping it's somewhere in between,
Mhm.
and so we can get a good balance. But yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, this was probably my standout part of the conference. I was pretty jazzed about it. Love me some Halo.
Yeah, this one I liked. Once again, that fucking party animals was kind of a standout for me. I was like, this is cool. And then I got a couple other standouts that we haven't got to.
Yeah, I think I have another one as well.
So Diablo 2 Resurrected comes out 9/23/21. I've never played these games, but these are beloved action RPGs. And I remember watching my friend play this on PC back in middle school. Just all the guys walking across and all the shit, just thinking it was dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
This is stupid, man. But yeah, people love it. So the fact that Xbox is getting it remastered, that's a win. I mean, for gamers that love it, I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I've never played one. It just doesn't seem like I would like these games, but I'll try it. Like I said, boom, I'll see what the hype's about. There's got to be something to it if everybody loves it that much.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of the top-down RPG type stuff. So this game isn't really for me. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be a fucking millions of Diablo 2 fans that are near and dear to their hearts to see a remaster. I'm sure it tickled their butthole a little bit, and pretty excited that some buttholes got tickled today.
Yeah, 'tis the month.
What?
I'm not going to get too far into that. A Plague Tale Requiem. So this was Ratatouille 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my notes. Ratatouille! Exclamation mark. And then LOL rats. Just showed the rats coming down the hallway like a fucking
it's pretty crazy
wave and shit.
I didn't play the first one, but I hear it's really good.
Yeah,
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I mean, interesting. I don't know anything about it, so I don't got much to say. It didn't really show much in the trailer.
Yeah.
I do remember trailers for the first one not being like that. There was just a couple hundred rats. This one is like, is this literally, or is this like some kind of movie thing where it's like this is showing you it's not actually happening in the game? Is there literally a wall of rats? like World War Z style? They're climbing each other. They're becoming smart. So, anyways, there's that. Next, we went into Far Cry 6. What do I have here? I put that it does look fun. I like the cool animal partners. Like they're all weird animals this time. Like there's a rooster, a puppy, stuff like that. I did put that, it's getting a little stale. I'm a little worn out on Far Cry. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know. Maybe try it. I like the fact that they have that actor in there. Whatever the heck his name is.
Oh, yeah.
Gus.
The Breaking Bad guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Far Cry is one of those franchises that I'm just not like excited or motivated to play. There's a lot of them. A lot of these third-party games like Far Cry, the Call of Duties, the Watch Dogs, the Assassin's Creeds. Like I'm just kind of over all these. So this is just like, yeah, it's more Far Cry. I haven't played a Far Cry game since 3, so Yeah, I don't think I'll play this, but there's a lot of Far Cry game. I mean, there's 6 of them, so people seem to enjoy it. So
Yeah, 4 was cool because it was just impressive for the beginning of the PS4 generation, and just the open worldness of it was really fun. Just flying your little helicopter around and just shooting shit with like next gen graphics, PS4 graphics.
right.
When they were when PS4 was pretty new and it looked really cool. It's fun. And then 5 I liked. 5 was just visually really impressive on like Pro and X, like the 4K versions, like visually really impressive. Had a really interesting story.
Yeah, actually, coming back to it, I think 5 was the only one that I was kind of really interested to kind of play, just because it seemed like a religious cult in like the Midwest. Like that sounds kind of cool and interesting.
It is cool.
To play it.
It is cool, and it's like the graphics are impressive. I remember like driving the cars around, and first person in the cars is like, it was like on par with like a GTA, and I was like, wow, this is a lot of work put into cars for a game that's really not about cars.
Mm-hmm.
I was like really impressed with the details in that game.
Cool.
But I don't know about this one. I'm just
I
don't know. We'll see. Slime Rancher 2.
Sure.
So I put what? A sequel?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Never heard of it. Don't know what the fuck this is. Oh yeah. Here's my other note. Sucking up what appear to be the characters from Mario Galaxy.
Oh yeah, the little star things. Yeah.
Feed me the star bits. And there's even a point where like there's a big star thing. You suck them up and you put them in a square, right? Like a cube. There's even a part where the guy has the gun and he's shooting little ones into the big one's mouth, and it's like filling up. It's like, this is fucking Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of I tuned out on this one.
Yeah, they showed a lot, so they couldn't all be winners. Next one is Shredders, dude. December 21st, bro. Shredding.
Sure.
Snowboarding game. I thought it looked like a good snowboard. I thought it for a minute. I thought it was Amped. I thought they were bringing back Amped, the old Xbox snowboarding games. I was like, no way, Amped 4. This is gonna be this is cool. Bring it back. And no, it's not. But I mean, it did look pretty cool. Sure. I mean, I've always liked a pretty realistic snowboarding game, not like the SSX style, but the Amped.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like snow physics and stuff, and I mean, it looked pretty good. I'm not head over heels about a snowboarding game, but for a snowboarding game, I thought it looked pretty good. So Shredders, there you go.
Shredders.
December 21st. So lots of shit before the year is over. Lots of stuff. Xbox is saying they pretty soon here they want to have a first-person game every quarter. That would be pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That would be pretty impressive.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. Wait, you said first person. You mean for first party?
First party, yeah.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
a first person game.
It's like a first person game every quarter. All right, sure.
We're gonna shoehorn in a first person game every quarter, in addition to our first party games.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be cool.
Call of Duty, January through March 2021 is the name of the game. Yeah, Call of Duty quarter 1. The next one was Atomic. I wrote this really fast. Atomic Heat or Heart. Atomic Heart. So I wrote Fever Dream first person shooter ?
Dude, I had no idea what the fuck this was, but I was all about it. I was like, I don't know what this game is, but I want to play it.
And then I also wrote Japanese Crazy.
Yeah, it was so bizarre.
Had some
so
crazy.
Bizarre that it caught my interest. I'm like, cool.
I don't even know if it's a Japanese song. I was like, it could have been Russian.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just like,
what the fuck is happening?
What is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was interested. I was like, what the fuck is this? That was like another one of those like Yakuza moments. Dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know what that was, but yeah, more power to you. I guess a lot of people liked it from what I'm hearing. Like, a lot of people are talking about it.
Mm.
Next one was Replaced. This was one of my standouts.
This was 100% one of my standouts. This looked fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Coming 2022. I guess the story is the hook line was your artificial intelligence or something implanted in a human body or something. What's your next move? I guess so. That's where the title comes from. I guess replaced.
Oh, gotcha.
Gorgeous pixel graphics.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Pixel graphics on the characters, but done like really well. Like fucking some gorgeous Castlevania style fucking pixel graphics, but then mix that with like super realistic backgrounds and buildings, and so the two mixed, and I was like, "What the fuck? This looks fucking cool, man!"
Yeah, it looked insane.
Thought it looked fucking awesome. The mix of the two was really.
Yeah, I want to play this game like now. That game looked fucking awesome. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I did not expect to want to play a game like that, but man, those pixel graphics mixed with the realistic worlds and buildings and stuff just looked amazing.
Oh yeah, can't wait to play that on the fucking either or is that a exclusive or the PS5 or whatever on the fucking big 16-inch TV. It's gonna look pretty.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's an exclusive. I'm not 100% on that. If not,
either way,
if not, it's probably one of those launch exclusives. It seems.
Yeah.
Like. It seems like the only thing they really showed that's not going to be like exclusive was like the Rat game, Among Us, and fucking Far Cry. It seems like they pretty much stick to their first party or paid you to be on our console games is kind of what they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that are going to 5. I only know that because I shop a lot on PS5 and they have a lot of fucking pre-order thumbnails. But Back 4 Blood's going to be a PS. Obviously, Battlefield will be on PS5. Hades
yeah.
But yeah, I think for the most part, these are mostly exclusive, or at least timed.
Yeah, next one. So that was a standout. Next one was Grounded, as is hardcore Honey, I Shrunk the Kids vibes. So you're small, and I don't know. I just put Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type game, building houses.
So the way you're talking, you haven't played this?
No,
this can't.
This is already out.
This is already out. This is like one of those ongoing beta type of games. I don't really know how to describe it, but it came out last year, the year before, I forget. It was at least an early build of it. I downloaded it off of Game Pass, and I played maybe an hour of it. It wasn't really for me. I don't know. But seems to be a community around it, so good for them. They get some updates, some Shroomin' updates.
Oh, yeah, because it was kind of like an X and S update type of thing, right?
Yeah, it's like it's that, but there's also like
story.
Shroom and Doom update is what it says.
Yeah, not that type of shrooms, so they made that clear.
They made that clear.
Oh God, I don't even want to talk about this.
Yeah, we can just skip that one.
We'll give it to the people. If you like it, you like it. I understand.
I'm sure the game's fine. I'm just sick of hearing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jesse was asking me about it, and I understand the draw. Okay, you're playing a multiplayer game. It's kind of a whodunit. Somebody's a saboteur. Somebody's a murderer, and they're trying to hide it from you. It's interesting, in theory, and it's interesting to millions of people.
Yeah.
It's popular as fuck. But I'm just not interested in it. But good for them. The people that are. It's going to be on Xbox. Among Us.
Yeah, good for that developer, because I imagine that game doesn't look like it costs very much, so they're probably making a fuck ton of money. So good for them.
And they got this new update that makes it like, I think it was like 5 people before, and 1 person was a bad guy. And now it's like 19 people.
It says 15, but yeah, still, that's a
15,
pretty big jump.
and then 3 people are bad guys, right?
Yeah. So,
ooh. Yeah, it's like, discuss. I think I saw Sally do it. No, it's Johnny. He's the fucking orange one. Anyway, yeah, I don't get it. There's a lot of games I don't get now. That's how I know I'm getting old.
Yeah.
But yeah, good for you guys. It's coming. I'm pretty sure this is on everything, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Boom. I get surprised it's not on console yet. It was already on Switch.
It's on Switch.
I've seen it on the Switch store. But Switch seems like a good place for this. There's a lot of kids on Switch. Among Us seems to be really popular with the kids. Next
politicians.
Yeah. Next one was fucking. How do you say
I was gonna
this
say
one?
Uden. I was maybe the E and I are silent. I was Uden
Uden
or
Chronicle.
Eden. Yeah.
Uden Chronicle. I just put. Looks like it has really cool graphics.
Yeah.
It's almost like pixel graphics, but not. I can't
It's
tell what
like
they're doing.
you know that game Octopath Traveler that came to Switch for a while. Now it's on Game Pass. So that's kind of what it reminded me of.
Yeah, it's definitely some JRPG,
Yeah.
Square Enix, early Square Enix vibes with
Mhm.
the kind of pudgy character, and yeah, it looked visually pretty stunning. I'm not into these JRPGs. I don't even know if that's what it is or if just the art
Yeah,
style looks like
I
that.
think it
But
is.
yeah, there's that for you.
I'm interested that it's not turn based. I saw they showed
Oh,
some gameplay that it's not turn based. So that kind of makes me. I mean, if this is coming to Game Pass, then yeah, I think I'd check it out. It looked
and
pretty
this
cool.
and this was the one that was like Pokemon, right? Where they showed it was like Iryuden Chronicle, and then there was like another one named
Oh
something
yeah, I
else.
was confused about that. I don't know what that was
Yeah,
about.
or it's like a probably pretty similar or slightly different, but yeah, there's like two versions of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, the next one was The Ascent. Yeah, my notes are okay. I didn't see what it was. My other note was
Yeah.
shooter.
Yeah, I don't know what it was either. It's like Cyberpunk mixed with Marvel Alliance or something. I don't really know.
Yeah, it just whipped on by, and we're just supposed to be excited about it. I have no idea what it is. Okay, oop, power to you. There you go.
Yeah.
The Ascent. Uh, Next one is another. I think it's cross-platform, but Age of Empires 4. So it's just real-time strategy, big group battles, October 28th. You know, knights and castles and horse, kind of like Diablo, just top down,
Hmm.
all the armies battling. Sometimes those look kind of fun to me, but then I play them and I don't have very much fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
They
gotta have a
look
lot of
fun.
patience and shit.
Oh, look at that! Well, that's cool. Like you got to protect your castle and whatever.
Yeah.
People like them, so that's cool. It's coming. That's a kind of an older one. I mean, I've seen that on PC for a long time. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's not old. Maybe it's brand new. I don't know. I'm not familiar with those.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with those games either.
Yeah, but the next one was the trailer of the show. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
without showing anything.
Although I thought
So
this was in the beginning, I thought this was a different game, and I got really hyped. So I was a little
yeah,
bummed that it didn't turn out to be that game, but it was a really cool trailer and a cool reveal nonetheless.
yeah. So it was we revealed this is exclusive, which people weren't sure if it was going to be because the first one was not.
Hmm.
And of course, we're talking about the Outer Worlds 2. I still have the Outer Worlds. I got a lot of stuff came out around then, and I got lost, but I did really enjoy the beginning of it, and I need to get back into it. I think they said they're coming out with an X patch, so I'm waiting on that and see if that comes to fruition. But I did really enjoy it. It's what the hell's their name? Obsidian?
Yeah.
Yeah, Obsidian. They did like shit, didn't they do they did like Knights of the Old Republic.
I thought that was BioWare.
Was that BioWare?
I think New Vegas is where they kind of got their.
Yeah, never mind. New
I think,
Vegas.
yeah.
They did New Vegas. They did some other RPGs. They got to have more than New Vegas under the belt. But anyways, they
Here,
do RPGs.
I'll look it up while you explain it.
They do RPGs, and yeah, New Vegas was great. So this one, the trailer was just breaking the fourth wall. It's like we're gonna show you a large vista, and they'll have like the sound effect, and that sound means we pan out to a light flare. And it shows the light flare, and they just keep breaking the fourth wall. And we're gonna pan out and show you our main character only from the back because he's not finished yet. In fact, none of this game is finished. The real game could look nothing like this. And oh yeah, and then we'll pan out and show you the only thing we are sure of: the name. And it's like Outer Worlds 2. So yeah, it was a really funny, irreverent trailer, and that's kind of how the first game is. It's kind of like Borderlands comedy and irreverence in a action RPG. very similar. Feels very similar to Fallout, guns and space, and yeah. Uh, now just talking about it makes me want to go back and play more of the
Yeah.
first game because I really did enjoy the beginning, but I just got caught up in a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I did the same thing. I probably played the first hour and a half of Outer Worlds, and I really liked it.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
kind of fell off the map with it, but
yeah.
did
Like where
enjoy
you
it.
go to that planet and like that lady, I can't remember vaguely, but she's like, you could. There's like a choice in the first couple hours where you can like kill the lady or like take over, and I just remember the choices being really cool and
Mhm.
really being conflicted on what to choose.
Right, right.
Because the consequences felt real, because there's people trying on both sides trying to convince you to do one or the other. But anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes me want to go back. You were right. They did the second Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, okay. I thought they did one of those. So they did KOTOR 2.
Yeah, and then looks like South Park, Stick of Truth, Fallout New Vegas, Outer Worlds. That actually, oddly enough, that fucking Honey I Shrunk the Kids game for Xbox is also an Obsidian game. It must be a different like group within the
Hmm,
Obsidian, but
weird.
they do it too. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
that was an awesome trailer. I know I was looking Obsidian up while you were going through the trailer, but yeah, that trailer was pretty fucking funny. I was saying earlier before we were talking about it, I thought it was Fable because the voice,
Oh, yeah.
whimsical. I thought it was gonna be Fable, but didn't end up to be. So it's kind of a bummer. But regardless, it was a pretty funny and revealing trailer and a kind of a fuck you to the game trailers. I thought that was
Yeah.
kind of fun.
So, yeah, a lot of people were disappointed we didn't see any Fable. They talk about it at the end that they are working on Fable,
Hmm.
so we know they're working on it. But Fable notoriously has taken a long time.
Yeah,
So people are antsy and don't want it to take forever. I'm not a big fan of Fable. My wife is, so she was disappointed to not see it. I never quite understood Fable. I guess I could play them now. They're all on Game Pass. I could
yeah.
try to see what the hype is. But I remember my thing was being like, there's all these choices, but uh, it just felt like the choices didn't matter in the game. Like it's one of those games where they make you seem like it does, but I could
Right,
be
they don't.
I
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong. But the next one I'm pretty hyped on, man, and I don't even like this. I don't even like this type of shit, but the graphics horror, and this shit looked
Oh yeah.
fucking amazing. So, Microsoft Flight Simulator coming to console, baby. Uh, this is the first Xbox new series exclusive game. This will not be on Xbox One. This is only on the next gen because you can't fucking play this game on last gen. It's just too amazing looking. Like, dude, this is the one where they went out and they used satellite footage and all this shit to create the environments. And I wrote down gorgeous. I wrote down photorealistic. These are all blast words here. Comes out July 27th, so pretty soon here.
Hmm.
Crazy, stunning, huge landscapes. Like you just, as far as the eye could see, you could just see out, and it looks pretty, you know, dense. It's not like just it's a desert, so you can go as far as you want. Like this is buildings and trees and fucking
Hmm.
landmarks, and the fucking God, it just looked crazy, and it's all built from like real information. So this is close to, if not what you would see if you were actually flying over these places.
Yeah. It looked phenomenal. It looked really good for sure.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to play it just because it doesn't look like my cup of tea, but just on the graphics perspective, like, damn, you probably need a good PC just to run it on a fucking PC.
Yeah.
Just for a flight
I
simulator. That's dope.
yeah, I would like to play it, and I'm going to. I just like flight games. I'm not into sim ones really because flying is pretty fucking hard, and that's why not everyone does it.
Hmm.
But typically, you can turn them down, dumb them down, and make them playable. But I would like to play this with a motherfucking flight yoke, dude.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
There's nothing like playing a flight game with an actual fucking, stick and a rudder. Just turn that thing up like the Batmobile. Pretty sure they sell one for Xbox, but yeah, I'm not crazy enough to buy that just for this. But fuck
Yeah.
that. I bet that'd be some fun shit. So yeah, Flight Simulator. And then they announced that they got the Top Gun Maverick expansion, which actually looks like it'd probably be more up my alley because I'm not into the sim part. And that looked more like the dogfighting stuff
Hmm.
from like Ace Combat. That's more my alley is the Ace Combat type of flight simulators. So that might be the part that I enjoy most. actually doing some dogfighting and shit. So another reminds me, this Top Gun. Where the fuck is this goddamn movie? And where's Ghost?
Remember, remember when I was listing off all those fucking
Yeah,
movies last week?
all
Like,
these
within a
movies.
month, that's one of them. November comes out mid-November.
All these movies that have been fucking supposed to be out for years and they're still not out.
The week after Ghostbusters, if I remember right.
Like fucking Tom Cruise will be dead before this movie's out. I was like, I know Val Kilmer will.
Like, yep, he ain't looking too good.
He don't got much time left, my friend. We got to get him out of the premiere.
Yeah.
Oh man. And the next one, surprise! What the fuck is this? They announced the new Forza. I guess they're just calling it Forza. Right? It's a reboot, so it would be Forza 8, but they're just calling it Forza. They announced that at the last Xbox thing, and now this time they announced Forza Horizon 5, which typically comes out after, because the last Forza game to come out was Forza Horizon 4. So it went 6 for Forza Horizon 4, 7, and now it would be 8. No, how did it come out? Anyways, the last Forza game to come out was Forza Horizon 4. Before that, it was 7, right? Before that, it was Forza Horizon 3. So the next one in line would be Forza 8, because they always alternate. It goes, numbered Horizon, numbered Horizon, numbered Horizon. And the last one to come out was Horizon 4. So they already announced it. It's not called 8, but it's Forza Motorsport. And so nobody was expecting this. I was like, what the fuck? I thought you were doing the other Forza. Are you doing both? And then all of a sudden you announced this one after you've announced the other one, and it's coming out before it. I have no idea what happened, but it looked fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This is the biggest open world and most geologically diverse open world in a Forza game. I remember thinking, it looks stunning. It's in Mexico, and there's a new campaign mode that's like more story based. Gives you like reasons why you're just driving around this freaking place. And I'm so excited for this. I mean, they showed like beautiful volcano you're on top of and the highest elevation in any Forza game. And they're talking about, since you're so high, you can just see for miles and miles out of the world. They also showed some like Amazon type rainforest where it's like really wet and green. And then they showed some desert areas, city areas like inside Mexico where you're driving down these little dirt roads that are super narrow with buildings. It just looks really awesome.
They showed the Mexican skies as they.
Oh yeah. They recorded 12K like video of the skies of Mexico so they could use the data to make the realistic weather and sky systems.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play this. As you know, I was pretty late on the Xbox because I didn't get mine till last year. So I haven't played any of the Horizons or any of the Forza games. The only Forza game I've played is Horizon 4, and I liked it a lot. I typically don't like a lot of racing games. They're kind of hit and miss with me, but this one was a hit. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna play this. I thought the fucking the time allotted to this game was a little obnoxious. It felt very like, why are you explaining this game for fucking 15 minutes? Like, I get it. It's a racing game. It's cool. I don't know. I feel like Halo Infinite probably should have had that 15-minute slot, not this racing game. But that's just me. This is a small nitpick. But no, it looked cool. I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I'm not usually a big fan of open world racing games. I like the racing games where like you're at the track, like Gran Turismo and stuff.
Yeah.
And the regular Forza series. But I am playing through 4 right now, and it has the X patch, Series X patch, and oh man, it's really getting me. It's super fun. And this one looks amazing. Another note I put was like woke Mexico. I was like, I feel like they kept going out of their way to say how beautiful and amazing Mexico is as a country. It's like the amazing, beautiful streets of Mexico. It's like, dude, yeah, it's a great place to visit. Okay, but you don't want to live there. Trust me. They want to come here. There's a reason. It's a nice place over here. But
or even like I guess it wouldn't be woke, but I guess it'd be the opposite of woke. But it was the fucking you're in Mexico, so you're gonna run over a bunch of pinatas because you're
Oh
in Mexico.
yeah,
It's
yeah. I
like
thought
what
that
the
was a
fuck?
weird thing to have.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
And then yeah, but they kept reiterating to capture the real beauty of Mexico
Mhm.
and to be true to Mexico. I was like,
Yeah.
this looks like a pretty stylized, pretty version of Mexico. I've never been there, but I've seen some things that don't look this great.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it seems to me like you're showing me the great parts of Mexico. This is like this is Puerto Vallarta and fucking this is all the
Yeah.
tourist towns up in here. But yeah, I just remember they kept pointing that out. They'd said it a couple times. The real Mexico, authentic Mexico.
It's like okay, man.
It's like goddamn, you're gonna need a bag of Juanitas when you're done with this.
This is fucking Forza Horizon. Let's
yeah. Next, I don't even know.
like Far Cry 6 is
the real Iraq.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, we're gonna show you the real beauty of North Korea. Okay.
All right.
Not to compare the two. North Korea is terrible. No one wants to live there.
North Korea's.
Some people want to live in Mexico. I'm just saying. They made it seem like it's a paradise. Nowhere's a paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere is a kind of paradise they're showing in this game. Like everything's beautiful. Oh my god! They got forests and they got houses and they got beautiful street art on the side of the building, and they made sure to point that out.
Oh yeah, it was
this
weird.
is by Mexican artists, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really in the game.
Okay.
Thank God, this street art that I have never seen, I would never see in my life, is in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is not authentic Mexico. Like, don't worry, I wasn't gonna notice. But yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait. Oh yeah, my next note was like, what about Forza 8? But I think they said that comes out November 9th. But yeah, November 9th, November. You got so much shit going on in November. Maybe they're trying to figure out where the hell they're gonna plug in Halo. Maybe they make it December. I don't know.
Now that you say that, this goes back to the Horizon thing I was talking about earlier and Halo. I wonder if Sony didn't give a date for Horizon because they want to know when Microsoft is throwing in Halo so that they have time to let Horizon breathe. Maybe this may be one of those standoff moments where maybe Halo doesn't want to go up against Horizon either.
Maybe they're not wanting it to breathe; they're wanting to release with it.
Yeah,
to take some of its thunder.
Yeah. That could be too.
Yeah, to dull that sword, which is perceived to be the only sword that Xbox has.
Yeah.
So if you dull it enough, Horizon ain't all we got. Mm-hmm. So we don't care if Horizon takes a little bit of a hit. I mean, we know eventually we'll make that money. Yeah, that could be it. And I also wrote down. They talked a lot about this game, so I got more notes than most. I thought this is interesting. Dynamic lighting that changes every frame of the game.
That's crazy.
And the lighting did look awesome. And they had those God rays coming through the trees. Yeah. Dynamic lighting system that changes every frame. The lighting can be different or alter itself. That's fun.
Yeah, I actually need to go back and watch the actual trailer from the Xbox YouTube page because I watched the conference live and it started to get it gets a little artifacty because of the stream.
Yeah, and it's 1080p at its best.
So I need to go back and watch that 4K.
Some of these games, like that one that was pixel art that we both loved. I was thinking, wow, I bet this looks gorgeous. I wonder what this looks like in 4K.
Yeah.
Just probably look amazing. Then the next thing they talked about, 27 new games on Game Pass by the end of this year. 27.
Crazy.
Just the end of this year. It's not even 12 months. Multiple games a month. Yeah, that's just fucking nuts, dude. They're hitting this Game Pass thing hard. 27. Then they made you think it was over. They said, thanks for watching, and they kind of had the guy come up and talk and say goodbye. And then he's like, and we have studio. That's when I got the info on Fable, where he was talking about, we do have people working on Fable. That's still
Perfect
coming.
Dark. Yeah.
Yep. And then he was like, and we have one more for you. And they showed a trailer. I was like, why did you just throw this in the show? Anyways, it was Redfall coming summer 2022. from the makers of Prey and Dishonored. It's an open world shooter exclusive, and it's at first I thought it was zombies or something, but it's fucking vampires, and it was very interesting. I thought it actually looks like something I might want to try. Very interesting take on vampires, and it could be solo or co-opt. So I thought that one was actually a pretty good one. I don't know why they held it till like after the show. Like it wasn't that amazing to me. It seemed like they held it like, oh, that we have this gem. So I don't know if it was a gem, but I did think it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I think after the conference, I said that was probably one of the worst. I have one more thing to show you game that I've ever seen. I'm sure the game's fine. I didn't really. I mean, when you say I have one more thing to show you, I mean, we all sit up, ooh, and then this is what you show. So I kind of tuned out halfway through. It looked fun. I don't know. It's a CG trailer. I don't really know what the game is. Open world shooter means nothing to me. I mean, fucking every other game is open world shooter. But I do like vampires are always intriguing, and so yeah, I just want to see what the game looks like. And also, I haven't played Dishonored. I've played Prey. I thought Prey was okay. I hear Dishonored is really good though, so we'll see. I don't know.
I loved Prey, like the first one on 360.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
That was one of the. I don't think that's made by Bethesda. I don't think Bethesda owned that back then, but I just loved that one. I remember the graphics. It was one of the first games where it was a very early game. Mm-hmm. So the graphics blow my mind, and you're the Indian guy. I just remember some funny ass dialogue. Like his grandpa's trying to get him to believe in like the spirit stuff, and he's like, "I don't play that shit, Grandpa." I just remember that. I don't play that shit, Grandpa.
Yeah, I remember. Anyways, I think was that a launch game for 360? I don't remember. If it was, it at least launch window. Yeah,
it could have. No, I don't think it was launched, but it was very close.
I just remember how in awe I was because the opening of that game, you start in a bar. And you're kind of walking around, you're talking to your grandpa, and all of a sudden, like, the lights go out, and all of a sudden, all these beams start going to the bar.
Like
and you're
fucking aliens and shit. Aliens
come, they come and get you. That was so cool. It was a cool opening.
Yeah, that was a good one. So that was about it. But then they did another fucking left field weird thing that I already told you guys in the chat. I'm actually very interested in this, and I do want it. They announced the fucking Xbox mini fridge coming holiday 2021. It looks like a typical tiny mini fridge where it holds like a 6-pack or something. Yeah, like one of those ones. It's probably only about yay big or whatnot. Like those little tiny ones you see. They're usually red and they look like an old school fridge. Mm-hmm. Anyways, it looks like it's one of those, but it looks like a Series X.
Yeah,
and I just thought that'd be such a cool piece to have in the game room. Have just a couple sodas in. I'm sure it's not going to be exorbitantly expensive. Maybe $100 I could see them charging, maybe $99.99 for it. Mm-hmm. But I actually want one, and they're like showing it, and they're like, "Yes, this is real.
We are doing this.
It's happening." Because they did that big one. They did a big full size fridge that you could win, and they only made a couple of them, and people were so hyped, like they wanted one. It's like, fuck, I'd have that fridge in my fucking kitchen. Mm-hmm. Like that fridge looked dope as fuck. There's a big ass light up X. When you open, it's all fucking glowing green.
Yeah, it better be green. That better not be some like just for the trailer. That when you open that, it should always be green.
Yeah, so I do want one of those. I was telling Jesse about I want that for Christmas. If it's holiday this year, I want the fucking Xbox mini fridge.
Yeah.
So I still stand by that. I think that's a cool little product. I love it when they do this. It's like the mini consoles and stuff. Keep doing this little fun, quirky collectibles. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Actually, that's a good segue because I want to give a little bit of a wrap up with the fridge because I think I have a lot to say about this fridge thing. And that is that, I don't really have an alliance to these consoles. I'm not like a hardcore Nintendo or Sony guy, but if you were to put a gun to my head and force me to say one of them, it would be Sony. But I have all three, so I love all of them. They all have their strengths and weaknesses. And I look at Xbox. I mean, Xbox and Sony, or Microsoft and Sony, have always just been the titans that are always going against each other. The fanboys are always going against each other. Nintendo is just kind of around. But when I look at them, Sony and Microsoft together, it bums me out that Sony is the way it is. Like, Xbox is so much fun. Like, I see this mini fridge. I'm not going to buy it, but that's fucking cool that they made a fucking mini fridge. Or like, when Phil Spencer is doing a call and he has shelves behind him, he every time he's on screen, he makes a game out of something. He put like they do so much fun stuff, and like they're on Twitter
Yeah.
all the time, fucking and talking to their community, talking to their fans. And Sony's quiet. They're blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, I wish Sony was, fun. Sony just keeps their mouth shut. Like they have great games. Don't get me wrong, and I love the PS5. I play it all the time. But I just like I'm watching this conference. I'm like, this is a fun conference. This is cool. All these games are there's a diverse range of games, and I don't know. I just thought this conference was a lot of fun, and it bums me
Yeah.
out that Sony is lacking that.
Yeah, I thought they did really great. I pretty much knocked it out of the park. I mean, a lot of stuff that I'm not interested in, but the fact that it's there and there's such a huge catalog,
Mm-hmm.
there's something for everybody. And so that's great. That's how you knock it out of the park. Not that I loved everything you announced. I loved about 4 or 5 things, and that's enough for me. That's all I expected to get out of the show. I knew the 27 games weren't all for me. 4 or 5 of them were.
Yeah.
So I think they did really great. And I think it's only going to get better. This is just the beginning of the fruits of the labor, of the, like all these games were made before the purchase.
Yeah.
You know? So what are they going to do now? So this is really not even something to judge the acquisition on quite yet.
Oh no, they still got fucking that Star game that they only have a trailer. They have another Elder Scrolls. I think they've already.
Oh yeah, Elder Scrolls 6.
They have to have another Doom down the pipeline, and Doom is fucking. Both of those games are phenomenal. I'll just buy an Xbox just to play fucking Doom. So they still got a lot of things up their sleeves for sure.
Yeah, so I thought they did really well. And not too long ago, I don't know if you saw, like Microsoft, I don't know, the president or something came out and he was talking with Phil Spencer and reiterating their commitment to Xbox and video gaming. Because a lot of people, Xbox hasn't been doing too well as far as they've been number 3 for a while behind Nintendo and Sony.
Yeah.
So people aren't sure how much longer is Microsoft going to put up with this. They're a company that makes billions, and when they're not making billions, do they see it as a failure and just pull out?
Right,
leave?
right.
But they've been here 20 years now, and he reiterated that they're committed. So that's really great that, that shows such an awesome level of commitment from a company like that, like Amazon, Microsoft. Amazon wouldn't do this.
Mm-hmm.
If Amazon had a console that was number 3, they just close up shop.
Yep.
And say, fuck it, we're not doing this anymore. You know what I mean? But Microsoft is like, we like the community we've built. We like the games we make. So what? We're number 3. We don't make as much money as them, but we enjoy the process. We enjoy all of it. We're going to keep doing it. And I was like, I thought that was so cool. And it just reminds me of what you said. They're just different. They're just built differently. And also they announced, I don't know if you heard, they're going to start building Xboxes into TVs.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So like not an Xbox per se, but a streaming service.
Like yeah.
Yeah, because the Game Pass Cloud Game Anywhere is coming out, and so they're going to start building that into TV. So you'll have an Xbox controller. That's all you need is the controller, and then you can stream those Game Pass games. They're not downloaded on the TV. You're streaming them, and they're going to have like sticks too, and so they're really expanding, and that's just only going to bring in more Game Pass subscriptions, which is only going to bring in more money, which is only going to bring in more games. So it's just couldn't hurt, man. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, it's so infuriating. I mean, again, I'm a fan of all these, but Sony, it's infuriating that Sony does not have an answer for this. Like, because this is awesome. Like, I don't know how anyone could argue how Game Pass sucks. Like, you can't. Like, that's fucking awesome. I mean, even you were kind of skeptical, months ago, but now that you admitted earlier, like now you kind of have a 2-year thing. It's I don't know. It's just cool to have like a Netflix of games. Like,
yeah,
it's awesome. Like you were saying earlier, you'll try things that you normally wouldn't have tried, and I think that's good. And the fact that Sony doesn't have an answer for it is like fucking bizarre. But
yeah, they're just resting on their laurels of being number 1. I think like they know you'll pay full price for that game, so why would they even attempt to give it to you on a service? You know what I mean? Which is, I guess, fair play to them. They're right. But it just seems kind of anti-consumer when you start going down that road. And then to them, I'm sure what they're thinking is it doesn't matter if it's anti-consumer because you're still going to buy it.
Right.
We're still number 1. and I don't foresee them not being number one for quite some time. So I mean, they are right. So
I mean, this is an obvious comparison. People have probably made it a million times, but this is Apple and Android. You know, like people are going to
yeah,
buy $2,000 iPhones and they're not going to have all these features on a phone. You're
yep,
like, why aren't you having this feature? Well, you'll buy the fucking thing that you need for that phone. But where you look at Android, Android has all the bells and whistles, and you're fine. I don't
yeah,
know. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out and see if Xbox
yeah,
kind of comes back because they got their asses smashed last generation. So, but they seem to
yeah.
be full swing coming back. So that's good on them. They're making
I
a lot of good
think
decisions.
I think this generation is going to be different.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to win, but I think they're going to make it a closer battle. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just so far from what I've seen, they seem like ever since Phil Spencer took over and he started to try and right the ship from the 2013 launch where everything was fucked and they're doing all that always online and you can't even let your friend borrow a game and people got all pissed. And,
the Connect and all that.
Yeah, he had to try and right that. And everything he's done so far, I think, is great. And so I think this is the first gen where he's fully in charge. So I think whoa, shit. it's looking good, man. I think Xbox did great. Kind of sucks Sony doesn't have a E3. They just did a little something with Horizon, but that's all I really know coming out anytime soon for Sony is Horizon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
got a war somewhere in the future.
Yeah, but. And I mean, Xbox just showed you 27 games that are coming out before the end of the year, including Halo and Forza.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, fuck, so they're doing something. They keep this up. It could be a fun battle. And you know who wins?
Us.
All of us motherfuckers who play games. So I'm happy.
Yeah, 100%.
Heck yeah, brother. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Great show. It was really fun.
Yeah, I love this time of year, man. E3 is like fucking Christmas in the summer. I mean, it always has been for me. It always every time E3 time is around, like, woo, here we go. I'm kind of bummed that they've changed the structure. I wish we'd go back to just the standard. Here's the 3 top people.
Yeah.
But because Ubisoft has one and Gearbox and fucking EA, and it's just like it's all kind of all over the place a little bit. But E3 is always exciting.
I didn't like because they didn't have E3, right? 1 year. Like
I think it's last year they didn't have it.
They didn't have it, and now they're like, we're coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's digital. It's like, yeah, I really do miss the E3 where there would be television coverage of it, you know?
Yeah.
The crowd's there, and you're actually taping it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I missed that. That's when it was really fun. It was like an event.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you just tune into the ones you want, you know? Like, I just wanted to see Xbox, really. Mm-hmm. I checked out a little bit of Ubisoft's, and that was fucking garbage in my eyes. Life is Strange again. Yeah. Life is Stranger. Like, oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Not.
I heard Square Enix. I didn't stick around for Square Enix, but I heard Square Enix was
I heard that one was garbage too. Yeah. I like a YouTube dude who I watch is RGT85. He's like, I'm not even going to review that one. I was going to, but it was so garbage. I'm not even interested. So stay tuned. I'll do the next one.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Great day for gaming. Great day for Xbox. And like, get so many. I feel like people watch this and these fucking guys. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't like Xbox more. I don't like Sony more. Mm-hmm. You know, I have both. I have a Series X. I have a PS5. It's like whatever. I call a spade a spade. I think the Xbox console is better. Like I already described and why. Obviously, like I said in the video, if you're gonna buy one right now, I'll tell you to get a PS5 just because of the games. But I'm open to having my mind changed about that, and this is one more step towards it. And I'm happy when both of them do great because that just means awesome games for everybody, especially for someone like me who has both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even better for someone that only has one or the other because the more games, the better. So yeah.
100%.
We're not fanboys. This is just what we felt. We thought it was a really good show. Unfortunate that Sony doesn't have something really cool to show. But you know, they're doing okay. They don't. They don't need a show right now. They're killing it. So.
Oh, I wanted to add before we. I don't think we mentioned it during our Halo thing, but tomorrow, I think at 8 a.m. there's going to be more multiplayer, like a breakdown or more footage of it. So I just wanted to put that out there. There'll be more footage of multiplayer tomorrow.
Right on. Yeah, and Nintendo is tomorrow, right?
And yeah, Nintendo's tomorrow.
So that'll be interesting. Typically, Nintendo doesn't throw out any bangers during E3s. Like typically, we already know what we're getting before it happens. But hey,
we'll see a Metroid or Zelda.
I hope so.
Even though I didn't like Breath of the Wild, but it's always cool to see Zelda, I guess.
I hope we'll see fucking Metroid. I love Metroid, and that thing's been delayed for a long time. So we'll see. All right, guys.
Cool.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please tell your friends. Please tell your aunts, your niece, your dog. You put it on in the background for your fish. Love it. Birds love it. Kids fall asleep to it. It's a good babysitter. So I love having y'all. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.